All right, they saying that the Seahawks Rams game was one of the worst officiated games in the NFL, if not the worst officiated games in the NFL this year, and that's the game that kept the Lions out the playoffs. So be it. Ain't no point in complaining about the refs. We've been there before. It doesn't do nothing. The touchdown Golden Tate score versus the Atlanta Falcons years ago, that they said it wasn't a touchdown and took the game from us. We've been there, done that before. Crying to the NFL over spilled milk is not going to change our reputation with the National Football League. It's not going to make them, give us the benefit of the cause. We got to go out there and win. We can't start off 1-6 and bank on Seattle. Excuse me. We can't bank on the Rams beating Seattle. Some atrocious play calls. I think the punter call was atrocious. You had some other calls in there. I mean, even versus Green Bay, Jamal Williams get fined for doing the hip roll again. And then the forearm to DeAndre Swift don't get called. Don't get a fine. The Wyatt kid get more. He got less fine than the Jamal Williams for pushing the Lions trainer. That's because Jamal Williams was second offense for doing the Shakira hip roll or whatever it was. It was a second offense, but still with a second offense just for celebrating in the end zone, from touching a personal trainer. Come on, that's bull crap. It's literally Detroit versus everybody, and that's where that mentality, that's where that name came from, because it's literally us versus everybody. And if the Lions so hot, they come on and they conquer, just like the Chicago Cubs did when Theo Epstein came from the Boston Red Sox, and they end up getting a World Series. It'd be sweeter than that. It would be. It would be sweeter than that, because it's literally us versus everybody. We're going to have to beat the opponents. We got to beat the Zebras. We got to beat the national media. And once you become the darlings, watch how quick they jump on your team. Watch how quick they become fans. Watch how quick they show love. But I'm not going, like I said, a game never boils down to one play. No matter you say we make this play, we win the game. But you have 50 plus other plays to make a difference. A season don't come down just to one game. It can. But it took you all these other games to get where you at now. So we got to stop depending. We had a chance to control our own destiny versus Carolina, versus Buffalo, early in the season versus Minnesota. Games like Philadelphia was winnable. Only game you say really wasn't winnable was the game in New England. A lot of injuries, and they just, Bill Belichick just got Jared Goff number. The Dallas game was winnable. Miami game was winnable. You win one or two of those games, you win the playoffs. At that point, who knows what's happened? And we could talk about how Seattle bagged up and bagged into the playoffs, and they got blew out, and we would have did better. They deserve to be there. They handled their business more than we did. They beat us head to head. Could have won that game. You could have beat Green Bay. You could have been in the Super Bowl. So I ain't wanting to sit here and a bitch complain about refereeing, how the officiating cost us a game. We had several opportunities to control our own destiny throughout the season. We didn't do so. Did the tie with the Giants, football team or the Commanders hurt us? Absolutely, it hurt us. But next year, we know we can't leave it in nobody else's hands. Next year, we got to get off to a faster start. Next year, Dan Campbell got to be less aggressive and play field position. We got to get better defensively. That will happen with health in the offseason. We know, we got to fill that right guard spot. I'm not a fan of High Tide coming back regardless. We got to find a better running back, a younger, fresher running back to go in the backfield. And possibly could have to replace Ben Johnson. So that'd be huge. That'd be huge. So, but yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and complain and make videos about something that ain't gonna change nothing. We had all them games to change our own destiny. We have plenty enough games to change our own destiny. So y'all can complain about it. They can continue to run it and show highlights of plays and penalties that was called and should have been called, or should have been called, or bad calls and bad plays. So be it. So be it. If they wanted more divisional games in round one, they got it. You got to see the 49ers and Seahawks for a third time. You got to see the Bengals and the Ravens a third time. Got to see the Bills and Dolphins a third time. You know, so be it. Like, you're going to get the Giants and Eagles for a third time. You know? So, you know, it's going to be some, you know, did the Jaguars play Kansas City again, you know, this year? Well, I'm probably thinking about last year. Probably was 2 seasons ago. But, yeah, you're going to get, you know, the Bills and Bengals there play a second time. You know, so you're going to get a lot of, you could get Tampa and San Francisco. Could you get Tampa and San Francisco? Yeah, Tampa and San Francisco. Could get them playing a second time this year. So, you know, who knows? But you got to understand, complaining and bitching complaining about that, they ain't going to do nothing. Remember, you know, the 2021 season when they kept calling holding on Trey Flowers and they just said, we crying over spilled milk in Detroit, so be it. Nobody cares about Detroit. Come on. Gotta keep that energy. We can't let them take it from us. I remember watching the University of Miami, the first ESPN 30 for 30 doc, the first one they did about the 80s team, and Jimmy Johnson told them, he said, you know, before he went to Notre Dame, I told you, if you give them an opportunity to take the game from you, they're going to take it from you. And they had a bad call in the game, and they stole the game from Miami, and it cost them being a national championship because remember, it's the BCS back then and the computers. But he did, so he said, I told them, if you give them an opportunity, they going to take the game. And that's the sad thing about it. And you've seen over the NFL weekend, NFL rig was trending on Twitter. It was a huge topic. You know, but yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and complain about a game that was the worst officiated game. It ain't this, that, and the third, and so freaking be it, bro. So freaking be it. Let's just when we have our destiny on our hand next year, let's take advantage of it. Let's take full advantage of it. That's all you really can ask for. Let's take a full advantage of it. Let's not leave no stone unturned next year, and let's take care of business early and let's finish strong. So I think that's the motto for next year. Don't start off slow. Take that momentum at the end of last season, in the off season, hit the ground running. So they'll be a lot more healthier this year too, hopefully. But yeah, check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal link tree. The first link in the description. Don't forget, check out my main channel right here on YouTube, Goodfella TV, for more sports, music, news, and entertainment. It's Goodfella TV. Peace.